Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we will be continuing our tense classes. We said in the English language there are 12 different tenses. So far we covered 8. So far we covered 8 different tenses. Today we will be continuing our lesson on the future tenses, and we will be covering the future perfect tense. The future perfect tense. So we said in every single tense class there will be 3 categories. In every single tense class we will cover 3 different categories. The first category will be usage. So when will we be using this specific tense? What type of situations will you hear the future perfect tense? The second category that we will cover is key or signal words. So what are some words when you hear or you see or you read will indicate that this is future perfect tense? So you want to know when you want to express yourself in the future perfect tense, what type of words to use or to choose from. The third category we will be covering is the form or the format or the formula or the structure, whatever you want to call it. It's the 1, 2, 3, the formula that you will follow when you want to construct a sentence in the future perfect tense.
hore waxaynu soo xusnay aynu soo qaadanay in uu leeyahay Englishku 12 tenses oo asaasi ah. Waxaynu soo baranay 8 tenses inagoo maanta bilaabayna tenseski 9aad future perfect tense isagoo u sii kala baxaya 3 qaybood. Usage-ka oo ah isticmaalka, keywords-ka oo ah kelmadaha ku habboon in la isticmaalo, iyo format-ka oo ah qaab dhismeedka ama structure-ka loo dhisay sentence-ka.
Category number 1. Category number 1, we will be talking about usage. So what situations will we be using the future perfect tense? In what situations? I think this is the easiest tense that we covered so far, because there is only one situation where you will be using the future perfect tense. There's only one situation where you will be using the future perfect tense. What is that situation? That situation is when you want to talk about a completed action in the future. So you want to speak with somebody about an action that will be complete in the future. What does that mean? I'll give you an example. You have a friend, that friend of yours, you know, okay, by next week he will be in Berbera, or by tomorrow he will be in Hargeisa. So something that's going to be complete, but in the future. So if I were to use that in a sentence, I can say, he'll have got here by this time next week. He'll have got here by this time next week. So I'm in Hargeisa. I'm saying, okay, this time that I'm in Monday, next Monday, he should be here. He'll have got here. So it's a completed action that will happen in the future, and you want to express yourself, you want to speak about it. Another example you can say, just for example, my parents will have visited me on Monday. My parents will have visited me by next Monday. So you're saying, okay, your parents, they have not visited you yet. They're going to visit you next Monday. You're talking about something in the future, but you're saying it's going to be done. My parents will have visited me by next Monday. So it's a completed task, but it's sometime in the future. So this is actually the only situation where you will be using the future perfect tense. Easy.
qaybta koobaad waa usage-ka oo ah isticmaalka haddaba tense-kan wuxuu kaga duwan yahay tense-yada kale xaalad keliya ayaa loo isticmaalaya xaaladaas oo ah marka aad ka hadlaysid ficil dhamaaday oo mustaqbalka dhici doona tusaale ahaan she'll have got here by this time next week wiiga soo socda xilligan waa inala joogaysaa.
What are some words, some key signal words that indicate you are reading or hearing something in the future perfect tense? Category number 2, signal words.
qaybta labaad waa keywords waxa weeyaan kelmadda ku habboon inaad ku hadashid marka aad isticmaalaysid tense-kan hadda waxaynu xusaynaa tusaalayaal ka mid ah keywords-ka.
Some words that you can use is you can start off by saying in. So you just use the word in. And then you mention the specific time period. So for example, you say in 3 months or in 1 year, my parents will have visited me. So you just start off with the word in, and then you mention the specific time period that you want to use in the future, perfect tense. Another word that you can use is you can start off with the word by. You can start off with the word by. So you can say, by the year 2022, by the year 2022, by 5 p.m., by next Monday, and then you mention the specific thing you want to talk about. By next Monday, my parents will have visited me. So you use the word by. Those two words, in plus the specific time period, or the word by and then the specific time period. Category number 3. So now we spoke about usage, when to use the words, when to use, what type of situations you will be using future perfect tense. We talked about category number 2, key or signal words. Category number 3 is format. What is the format you will follow when you want to make a sentence in future perfect tense? Again, it's broken up into 2 categories. You probably know this by now. The first category, positive sentence, negative sentence, question. Question, you ask something, positive, negative, you negate something. We know this.
qaybta saddexaad waxa weeyaan format qaab dhismeedka kelmadda oo u sii kala jabisa 2 qaybood ee yar ta koowaad waa positive negative iyo question.
The second category is what the focus will be on, is what is the actual equation. Okay, what's the actual formula that we have to follow? We start off, for the positive sentence, we start off with the subject. So most of the time, all the time actually in the positive, we will start off with the subject. So what is being talked about? He, she, I, they, my mom, your dad, whoever is being talked about, whatever is being talked about, it's the subject. After the subject, you will use the words will have. Will have. Subject plus will have. And then you will use a past verb. So a verb in the past tense. So an example sentence in the positive form, I'll have done my homework by 5 p.m. I will have done my homework by 5 p.m. You started off with the subject, I. You use the words will have Then you use the past form of a verb, done. I will have done my homework by 5 p.m.
qaybta labaad waa formula qaacido sentenceku markuu yahay positive waxaad isticmaalaysaa subject lagu daray will have plus lagu daray past verb tusaale ahaan I'll have done my homework by 5 p.m. I waa subject will have marka lagu daro xagga dambe waxaad ka raacinaysaa past verb oo ah do past verbkeedu done my homework by 5 p.m. no future perfect tense.
Negative sentence, exact same. Instead of will have, will not have. I will not have done my homework by 5 p.m. That's it. Instead of will have, will not have.
Sentencku marka uu yahay negative waxaad ku daraysaa not taasoo daba dhacaysa will have dabadooda tusaale ahaan I will not have done my homework by 5 p.m.
Question, we're asking something, instead of the subject being first, it will be pushed second. You will start off with the word will, then you will add the subject, then you will add the word have. Will, subject, have, and then the past form of a verb. Will you is the subject have done your homework by 5 p.m. Will you have done your homework by 5 p.m.? And then every single question we end with a question mark.
Sentencku marka uu yahay question waxaad halka hore soo marinaysaa will oo ka hor dhacaysa subject xagga dambena subjectka waxaad kaga daraysaa have taas oo noqonaysa will you have done your homework by 5 p.m.
The three types of sentences, positive, negative, and a question, the formulas that we had covered. This concludes our class today on the future perfect tense. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.